Hello, and welcome to Mists of Time Emporium. I'm Joni, and today we'll be taking a walkthrough of the Witch's Wisdom Tarot. It's a 78 card deck. It's a tarot deck, but it's a tarot deck that's unlike any other decks that I have. And it was created by Phyllis Curott and with art by Danielle Barlow. Now, Phyllis Curott has been a witch, is a witch, practicing witch, American witch for over 40 years. And Danielle Barlow is the creator of the Green Wheel Oracle, and she lives in the UK, and she is a hedge witch. And these two witches got together and they both practice shamanism. So they went on these shamanistic journeys in order to get the wisdom to create this deck. And it's magnificent. I saw this deck featured in several TarotTube videos where they were listed as either one of the top 10 mass market decks, one of the top 10 tarot decks, in a collection. And so I thought, I need to take another look at that deck and see what this is all about, because I love the art, absolutely love the art. But I thought there's more to this deck than meets the eye. And yes, that is absolutely true. So let's take a look. The reason I want to feature this is because it's such a magnificent deck, and I think it needs more attention. It needs a second look. But also because I saw a video by Phyllis, and we'll connect a link below, where she is letting us know that the deluxe set, and this is the deluxe set that comes with this nice, beautiful box and this bag. I love this bag. This is a really nice bag. And it feels very, very earthy. So it comes with the canvas colored guidebook like this. And we'll have a little chat about that in a minute. And this beautiful box. And it says, two witches, an American Wiccan high priestess and an English hedge witch, spent a year journeying into other realms together. The wisdom they received led them to create a radical new interpretation of the tarot for these times. Unlike traditional tarots, which guide the seeker to enlightenment by leaving the earth behind, they were shown a tarot for the earth, offering a profound and magical journey into the world, not out of it. So it's a great magnetic clasp. And then there's a couple of little spells inside. Ask your question, shuffle the cards, open the book and take a look. Spirit hears what's in your heart and answers with love, wisdom, and art. Magic of feathers, song and air, awaken, inspire, and make aware. Magic of claw, hearth, and fire, warm, enliven, and inspire. Magic of fin, womb, and water, love and dreams conjure. Magic of fur, seed, and earth, embody, nourish, and give birth. Magic within and around awaken, spirits, answers, and guidance taken. So I love this set. As soon as I saw Phyllis's video, I was like, oh, I have to get the deluxe set right now. Now the set that's coming out now will be, I think, in a tuck box and be smaller. She definitely mentioned that it would be smaller. So what's really different about this deck, it does not follow the course of the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's reversed. So it starts with the elements. It doesn't have the standard suits. It doesn't have the standard imagery of the Rider-Waite-Smith, meaning there are no religious symbols in this deck. This is an earth-based deck. This is for the divinity that is within everything, living, quote, living and breathing and all the elements, humans, animals, water, mountains, they're all here. And this deck is about us journeying through the elements, then starting the major arcana. And we start with a woman, you'll see the pilgrim, leaving a village that's on fire. And it's meant to awaken us to the state of the world. And then we journey through and end with the pilgrim, the 0 card, really, really meaningful. Now let's talk a little bit about this book, because this book, it's got, your standard definition, not standard, it's got definitions: wisdom, essence, counsel, and magic, so that you can actually practice this. It's got layouts. It also has how to connect with your deck, kind of the witch way, right? Sleeping with your deck and all of that. It talks a little bit about the gift of sight, how this deck was created. But I highly recommend this deck for anyone who's looking to reconnect with Earth, who's actually willing to put a spiritual practice in place that is connected to everything that's here, so that we nurture and tend to it and come back into remembering about it. So that's a lot of chat. So these are the back of the decks. Now this is published by Hay House, so it has that kind of papery cardstock. It's fine, I don't think it's gonna last forever, but I think it will last a good long time, especially, we have so many decks in our collections these days. We're not working one deck, although this one I intend to work a lot. Okay, I'll stop now. So, this is backwards. Sorry, that's where we end. We start with the element of air. And these cards are layered symbolically. So the more you look at these cards, the more you see. The energy of this deck is so beautiful, so connected to, again, the essence of Earth. So the fives, there's no reversals in this deck. You can, of course, do whatever you want with your deck, but the fives are kind of the cards of challenge. So again, all of these wonderful creatures that make their homes or do their work in the air. It's really, really lovely. So a very inclusive deck, and they mentioned that this is actually the pilgrim, excuse me, shape-shifting through different ethnicities and genders. So the Ace of Fire. I do keep all the elements on my altar space where I read my cards. I have a glass of water, I have feathers, I have candles, of course, and incense to represent each of the elements. And earth, crystals galore, right? And then I always put something on that's seasonal as well. I always like to keep a little dried rosemary on hand too. Just rosemary is one of the herbs that I grew up around. We always had a huge bush of rosemary in our yard. I also use Palo Santo and sage that has been ethically harvested and sold by native people, so that I know that it is being collected in the manner that is respectful and not wasteful. Suit of water. So again, 5 as a challenge. And to remember that out of sight is not should not be out of mind. So there are very practical ways that we can rewild and replenish the earth. And that starts with taking only what we need and making reparations for, my ancestors are European. I know what they did. And particularly my family, my ancestors around the Berkeley area, we took possession of a lot of Ohlone territory. And so that's what the sticker is about. I and members of my family support indigenous people from that area. And that is one of the ways that we make reparations, not out of guilt or shame, but just trying to come back into balance. Ace of Earth. And I'm an element of fire, right? Sagittarius, and I'm all about the fire. But the earth element of this deck is so extra special to me. It really draws me in. So yeah, Phyllis recommends sleeping with your deck under your pillow when you first getting it, holding it next to your heart, and speaking with your deck and treating it like it's the divine partner that it is. Okay, so now we come to the majors, and this is where she starts. She's left the town on fire. She has worldly possessions, in her pack, and she's off to find something. She's off to remember. And so as she moves through, she is dipping down to take a drink of water, and these creatures are letting her know she doesn't need these things that she's brought in this pack. She has everything she needs. And then this pentacle necklace, this is a reoccurring necklace to let us know that this is the same pilgrim. And so you see the deck is ordered completely different. There is a table in the guidebook that gives the correlations for the standard RWS deck. But there's no temperance card because there's no call to heaven. This is again a very earth-centric deck. And the divinity is all here. It's here and within us. That would be the death card. It's the rebirth card here. Gorgeous wheel of life. That's Ella making sounds in the background. She's husky Labrador Shepherd mix, so she's quite vocal and expressive. This is the love card, and this is a witch and her familiar and the love that they share, and I absolutely adore this card too. This deck is amazing. So again, this deck was published. I'll check at the end here of the deck, and then we end with the Pilgrim. I love, love, love that. So let me see when this deck was published. But there's a reason that it's included in so many favorites. Check the back of the box. I don't know. I know it's in the book somewhere, but I don't know where. Anyway, it's been out for a while. If you haven't taken a look at it, maybe go online and see what it's about. Let's read the Three of Fire. I don't know why, and I don't need to find it. Let's just read it. The wisdom is, mired in gloom, the swamp is dark and dangerous. 3 will-o'-the-wisps appear, glistening in the mist and the water. Do they light the way through the shadowy unknown, or lure the unwary traveler into a treacherous bog? Do you trust the pixie lights to guide you? In old tales, being pixie-led is often considered a bad thing, but not by those who have followed and returned changed. So, the essence is uncertainty, intuition, faith, and guidance. The counsel is, in the face of the unknown, you may feel anxious and afraid, but is a safe passage what you actually need? This is your moment to let the pixie lights lead you from the well-worn path into the wilderness. It's in the dark wood where the straight way is lost and we find ourselves. It's scary and exciting, but fear is only excitement that hasn't received permission. Let yourself be guided. So wonderful. Let's take a look. 3 of Fire. Because those will-o'-wisps did stand out to me, so there they are. There, and there. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me today. We appreciate you being here. We truly do. We love your comments. You are appreciated. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.